Yellow duckies and welcome back to Bug and Seek. My name's Viola. If you like what you see, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help the channel. So it is fall in game, which means that we really only have 2 bugs that we can really go seeking. So we're going to be spending the majority of the time in the wetlands at night. But before we go doing that, I'm actually going to come up here real quick. And we're gonna see if we can make it to the bug vendor before it's like, oh hey, it's Saturday, come work your museum. Which I seriously doubt I can make it there by before the time kicks in, but we'll see. Oh. Let's see. Have anything of what I need. Where was rubber ducky? No. Dang, dude. I was so hoping that he'd have some of the bugs that I was actually needing. Help in about 10 minutes in game. I'm probably gonna get pulled back to my insectarium. There we go. Alright, and now let's go ahead and head out towards the wetlands. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna be looking for rocks and logs, so... Lots down here? No. Okay. We've done that one. That rock. Oh, wait. We gotta come out. Nope. Okay. Might as well. Log coming up. Nope. Okay. If we cross here and go this way. We have a rock here, we have a rock. Is that a rock or is that a flower? I think that might be a flower. Yeah, that's a flower. Nope. Okay. One night down. Is that a... Nope, it's not a big... No, that one's new. The classic wooden style quad. Buy the quad. Oh, and another thing is if you accidentally buy something that's a decoration or an enclosure or anything like that, you can now sell it back at the same price that you bought it. So no more issue with losing the money because of the clicking problem that we had for a while there. So that's a very nice answer to our bad bug problem there. We no longer have to worry about losing any money to that. I'm actually going to hold on to this quad until I can get another one, because once I'm able to get another one, I can kind of sort out the final section of that one room, the upper 3 rooms. Because otherwise I'm just putting in a quad and then I'm having to struggle with the others. So waiting, fairy princess. It's morning! Okay. No, you haven't swapped over, okay. Rest until nighttime is good. Let's go see if we can find an isopod. Or 2. Doodly-doo. Isopods rule. I just wondered if there's some big significance to that. trees it's down. Or if it's just a down tree. I mean, like, it can just be a down tree. Seriously? Not even one of the isopods that I have caught wants to come out to play? That's quite a bit sad. Stick stuff. No quad. So, I'm not sure if any of you guys that are actually, like, watching this are actually into bug news, but I just wanted to say, I just heard about the new species of, Sydney funnel weaver that they found. That is absolutely insane. Like, twice the size of the original, and just as strong with its venom. There's a reason I'm not going to Australia anytime soon. It is not just because I can't afford it. It's because I'm terrified. Everything out there is trying to kill you. But yeah, if you guys haven't heard about it, seriously, look it up. It's literally, I can't remember the exact name. It's some weird name. I want to say it's like something Big Bertha or something like that. It's one of the weirdest names I've heard when it comes to naming a bug, but it literally is basically a Sydney funnel weaver, which is one of the deadliest spiders on the planet. But just like twice the size of one. And it's related to it, but it's not it. It's not like, oh, this is just an mutant one that got twice the size. No, it's literally a new species of them. And it's like, oh my gosh. What more can you do? Like, Australia, what are you doing? Why? And this is the issue, is when you go taking out ones that are the weaker of the species, you do end up making new ones that are like every bit as strong and then some. So yeah. Also, guys, just for your reference here, the majority of the time when you see like a spider that isn't moving on your wall or anything like that, it's normally... I hate saying it this way because I know the arachnophobes are going to be like absolutely nuts. And even if they... Honestly, I don't know why you're watching this if you're an arachnophobe, because there's a lot of spiders involved in this game. But just so as you knows, for everyone's education, if you see a spider or any sort of bug that has an exoskeleton that it sheds, and it's just sitting on your wall, most likely that is not the actual bug sitting on your wall. It is most likely a shed exoskeleton. What does that mean? That means that somewhere out there in space and time, and possibly within your space in your time, there is a bug that has just gotten bigger. And it just left that skin for you to stare at. Congratulations. Like, as I said, there's reason for bugs. I respect them, they do their job, I do my job, we all keep the peace. But admittedly, there are ones that are out there kind of like, why do you exist? I don't have a clue, nobody else has a clue. You don't do anything useful for the environment, so... Honestly, I really do think that cockroaches are only there because, like, something needed to survive if anything ever happens to the planet. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure what they do for the environment. I haven't actually looked into it too much, as far as cockroaches and what they do. I want to say they're like waste disposal, but I can't be certain. There's a lot of insects that are waste disposal insects, and they, like, worms. Worms are technically a waste disposal insect. Because they can churn up new layers of dirt and such. But I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. Like, I may list off some random facts and that sort of stuff every once in a while, but it's just random stuff that I learned as I grew up. Sometimes it isn't even accurate anymore, so always double check your facts, guys, no matter what. But, like, admittedly, there are some things that I'm sure I learned growing up that are no longer applicable. Because science has changed and we've studied so much more than we did. Ah! I got one! Yellow tiger isopod. Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry, Gloria. Sorry, guys, I startled Gloria. Of course, if you ask Gloria's opinion, she says all insects are a friend. And I know, that sounds weird coming from a cat, but literally all insects are a friend to her. She doesn't want to take them out. She doesn't want to hunt them. She just wants to play with them. I literally have a cat who would not hurt a fly. A moth, on the other hand, she would and has hurt before. Add on top of it that over in England, our Captain Zanuck and I have 2 cats that he takes care of in England. Our oldest over there is little brother to Gloria. His name is Chomp. Not genetically related, just together, you know. But he likes to eat moss. They are his dusty snacks. And we get upset with him because he does it too much, but honestly, you can't help it. He's a cat. Alright, so you go in first, and then you, and then you. Yay! Slowly we are getting there. Okay. So now we're just missing this one, who is basically the same source in the wetlands all year round at night. It says leaves, logs, and rocks, but leaves don't spawn in the wetlands. So I'm not sure why we even have leaves listed. I'm not quite sure if Malibu goes after any sort of bugs. She's much more of a sheltered, anxious cat. Similar to Gloria. Gloria is a very anxious cat. Even though, interestingly enough, she is my therapy cat to some extent. My emotional support cat. And I say to some extent because she only does it when I'm in extreme. She picks up on that and she comes out and she demands to be petted. And then it calms me down. Basically, she has me focus on her. And slows my breathing and all that sort of stuff, so... She also keeps track of my blood sugar for me. It's kind of interesting. Cats are very interesting pets, guys. I always loved both cats and dogs and just animals in general, but I didn't realize just how helpful of a pet a cat is until I had one when I first got Rose, my first cat. Gosh, it still hurts a bit when I think about her. It was a tough decision to make, to have to put her down, because she and I bonded almost instantly. And it was just so heartbreaking, but she had kidney disease. It had gone to the level of starting to become kidney failure. I didn't have a choice. It was out of my hands, and she needed... I didn't want to make her suffer. I didn't want to make her suffer. I will say, though, that, you know, playing this game, I started playing it initially because I was like, okay, yeah, I can do coverage for this. I'm okay with pixelated bugs and all that. I will say that I have come to learn things just from, like, researching outside of this game after, like, finding bugs that I find interesting within the game. And it's just like, you know what? I'm okay with them. I've gained a new appreciation for insects of all kinds. Even though some of them are still what I would consider evil. Like, I understand them, I get why they're there, but that doesn't make them any better if they are the jerks of the insect community. Like, literally yellow jackets. Oh, God. I understand them. I know why we need them. I understand they... Oh, dang it. I forgot. Okay, wait. It set me up to 8 a.m. Okay. Or 5 a.m. But... yeah, yellow jackets, I understand. I get it. But... they're jerks. They're jerks. They seriously are. Wasps, certain wasps are great pollinators, and have their reasons. There are certain other wasps that are just plain jerks, as per general. But in particular, like, there's wasps that I refuse to actually, I refused to kill it before. We had it around when I was living with my father at the house that I grew up in. There was this, it was this absolutely gorgeous wasp, and I didn't know anything about it. This was actually way before I even started playing this game. But I got curious because, like, it only was defensive. It was a purely defensive wasp. It would not come after you if you went away from its nest. and it had this blue shimmer to it. And come to find, it was actually a really, really good pollinator. I can't remember the exact name of it, but... And I was really proud of myself because it's like, huh, you know what? If I stay away from it and you know, it's just defending itself and its territory, then you know what? I'm just gonna let it be. That's what it's doing. It's doing it with a purpose. So, you know, guys, just always double check these things. Always look into it. There's always going to be some sort of reference out there. It may seem like, oh, this is a dangerous thing, and you know, that sort of stuff. If you have kids in particular, it's always a little harder, but it's also good to teach kids young as well. So that they understand that, hey, you know what? This bug can be a dangerous bug, so you should try to avoid it. But it also is good for our environment, and here's why. Because kids are curious. Teach them while you can. Teach them everything you can. Let them learn. Like, there's always going to be things that they're going to try, they're going to learn on their own and possibly mess up, and don't get mad at them for that either. It happens. That's part of life. But you know, teach while they're super curious. Let them learn while they're super curious. Because there's so much life in this world. So many hissing cockroaches. Also, I think I may have a music bug going on. Because that's just stuck on a loop. Alrighty, guys, well... Ooh! Picahuna! And a quad. Yes. Okay, so obviously I have some reorganization to do. This is gonna be an interesting thing to do, but I'll do that in between episodes, so thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to keep up to date on all the videos, and remember to free the feral wildflower in you. Bye-bye!